Do you ever feel like you're being judged? Like when you meet someone for the first time and you're both trying to suss each other out? Or maybe when you hold a presentation at work and all eyes are on you. Or maybe you've even caught someone checking you out when they thought that you weren't looking. Whether we like it or not, we're all judging and assessing each other. And it happens really fast. I found this out for myself a few years ago. I attended what was described as a fun, friendly, female-only networking event. It was a hot summer's day. We're all outside, sipping water from plastic cups and snacking on breadsticks. It's very glamorous. And we're put into groups of 3. 2 of us are asked to judge the other one on their appearance only. No talking, just observing. I'm confused. Aren't we taught not to judge on appearances? And then my feedback starts. Quiet, shy, uncomfortable, and vegan. I can only think 2 things. 1, I didn't think I was any of those things. And 2, what does a vegan look like? We've all heard the saying, never judge a book by its cover. And yet, despite this well-intended advice, we all do, because our brains are wired for speed. But the networking event, it got me thinking. Many of us go through life day by day, not really thinking how we want to be seen or understood. We do something called accidental marketing. But what if there were a better way? Today, I want to explore with you how thinking like a marketer can bring more joy and success into our lives. My name is Ruth Roschatt. I've been working in marketing for nearly a decade and a half. I help products get seen. It's my role to share their value with the right people and show them why they should care. But for a long time, I didn't think about applying marketing to myself. That felt selfish. And if I'm brutally honest with you, I didn't feel that I was good enough to allow myself to be seen. I was waiting for permission from somebody else. And that belief held me back. I stuttered and stumbled in interviews. One time, even telling the interviewer why they probably shouldn't hire me. True story, I didn't get the job. I didn't put myself forward for promotions, but hoped that someone would ask me. And I shied away from speaking up in meetings, but crossed my fingers that somebody else might say what I wanted to say so that I could nod along. And I share this because I don't think I'm alone. I think many of us hold ourselves back because we're afraid of not being enough. But what I have learned is if we want to change things, then we can't hide, but we need to make it easier for people to see our value. Because it's not the most brilliant people that get to make an impact, but it's those people who know how to share their value. And so I decided to apply the marketing principles that I use in my role, but this time not to products, but to me. I understand that some people think that marketing can be manipulative or pushy, but marketing is just a tool. And like any tool, the outcome is only as good as the intent behind it. And when I take new products to market, I don't just cross my fingers and hope. So why do that for ourselves? I focused on 4 key areas: product, people, promotion, and consistency. So key area number 1, product. Well, in that case, it was now me. Now, before I take any product to market, I always ask, why should anyone care? And so I asked myself exactly that. Why should anyone care? Who am I? What do I bring to the table? I even asked close colleagues and friends, and one feedback was that I was passionate and energetic and determined, which surprised me, because for years I've been trying to squash that passion, squash that energy, thinking it made me look unprofessional. What I saw as too much, others saw as a strength. So I started to own that passion and own that energy. And today it's one of the most consistent pieces of positive feedback that I get, which brings me to marketing lesson number 1. Know your product. The second key area I focused on was people. Today, we live in a world that celebrates big numbers, followers, viral moments. But marketing, at least good marketing, isn't about reaching the most people. It's about the right people. And for me, that meant not just spending time with people that made me feel comfortable, but also with people who were going to stretch and support me. We often underestimate the power of proximity, but the truth is, being in the right rooms can bring opportunities that hard work alone can't. And when the right rooms didn't exist, I went about creating them, most recently co-founding a marketing community. But most importantly, I stopped trying to please everyone, which means that some of you are going to leave this talk unimpressed. And I'm okay with that. Because for those of you who've also struggled to allow yourself to be visible, who've also kept yourself small, thinking you were keeping yourself safe, if you walk away feeling more empowered to build more luck into your life, then that is success for me. Marketing lesson number 2, focus on the right people. And the third key area, promotion. Hands down, the hardest one for me. I was scared. I was scared that by showing up, people would think I was arrogant, or worse, not good enough. But promotion doesn't have to be loud or fake. I started really small. I started by wearing colors and clothes that helped me shine rather than just fitting in. I started by sending a weekly email to my manager listing all the things I'd done and the results I'd seen. I started offering to host workshops and meetings and seminars. And in turn, these small changes brought me more visibility. And if there's one thing that you take away from today's talk, I hope it's what I'm about to say next. Marketing lesson number 3. People can't value what they can't see. And the fourth key area, consistency. Marketing isn't a one-off campaign and then you're done. It's about turning up time and time again. It's like fitness. Do you go to the gym once and expect to be beach body ready? I see some nods over here. Well, actually, it's about turning up throughout the good and the bad workouts. Think of your favorite brand. Do they do one great ad and hope for the best? You can't expect to share your value once and be remembered forever. Marketing lesson number 4, consistency is key. And over time, things started to change for me. I was promoted. People asked me to mentor them. I was invited to speak at events. And today, I am lucky enough to stand on this iconic red dot. But not because I changed who I was, but because I intentionally started to market myself. And the biggest shift, I stopped thinking of marketing as something selfish or manipulative, because at its core, marketing is simply about communicating value to the right people. And if you want to make an impact, people need to be able to see your value. Because the question isn't, do you do marketing? The question is, do you do it intentionally? Every interview, every online post, every coffee break conversation, every word, handshake, outfit, it's all personal marketing. It's all sending a message out into the world. And today, in our world, flooded with AI-generated sameness, I believe that finding your voice and knowing how to present the best possible version of you has never been more vital. On that summer's day, snacking on breadsticks and being judged as quiet, shy, uncomfortable, and vegan, I realized something. If I didn't decide how I wanted to be seen, others would do it for me. Which is why I am saying no to accidental marketing and yes to marketing myself intentionally. And I want to leave you with just 2 last questions. Are you letting the world define your story? Or are you choosing to tell it yourself? The worst thing that happens, nothing changes. But the best thing that happens, you finally get seen for who you are and who you want to be.